Yo, how's it going, Traveler? GM. Disgusting log, thank you very much. Try to switch to Chally for my runs. Well, Chally's a little better for the proc itself, and then it's like worse every time. Like, if your goal is specifically to skip orb phase as much as possible, for me, I think it's nice. Oh, hello. Barbarian. I'm making it a point to skip orb phase as much as possible. We're pretty comfortable with orb phase. I think it's fine. Stick with the Nox Chally. I'm also using the Scythe as a backup weapon anyway. Yeah, a bit too hard there. Of course that still hits me. I'm not surprised. Can't see if he's parked on top of a rock or not. Brother dropped a T-boat and died in your nursery. Oof. It's rough, man. That's rough, dude. I guess he doesn't have warnings on Aztec. I guess he does now. Ooh, that's rough. I'm surprised he doesn't have drop warnings. I guess he didn't think it would ever be an issue. Not an issue until it is. Loki also dropped his Steva? Oh shit. Oh wait. I deserve that one. It's always a risk when you death file. What? I'm of the opinion that if you play UIM and you death pile, then you deserve every risk that comes with it. Especially when it happens. It is what it is. I am unsympathetic to that one. It is what it is. You summon Thrall only for wave 1 to 5. I started using it more on card phase now. These are just very casual runs where you just usually make it to like 11 or 12. Like, just kind of head empty. And I'll use it for card phase because I don't really mind the occasional extra asset that I'll get. The Chally Deep-Proc helps a lot. That is not very deep proc. Oh, really didn't think that would break it. This car is wide. So what I'll do is sometimes if I'm like one hit away, I'll resummon a melee thrall like this, 1 or 2 hits away, and it'll basically prevent acid on that phase anyway. That usually works. Just by resummoning the thrall at the very end to a melee thrall, it usually works. Play guns? I probably won't. All the GM bones I'll chip up. I think I'm too old now. I don't mean like the games for kids. I mean like I don't think I can beat these people. There's no way I can catch up. That's fine. I'm not gonna move. Too much work. That car is fast. My last wave here anyway. Never too old for carpal tunnel. True. I mean, I'm playing RuneScape, right? I think you have a point. Still rock skip tech. No, I probably should do it. I probably should do at least one rock, to be honest. Like, plays one rock. Just drop them there. But I've been kind of lazy. Probably should, though. It would help quite a bit. I mean, it's fair game. Jackie said it's fair. It's not as immoral as car parking. Car parking is fine. Honestly, putting one rock is fair game. Maybe a little OP, yeah, I'm not gonna disagree, but... So is, like, me, say, spawning B2 Warden, for example. And I do that, right? So, fair enough. I'd put it on the same power level abuse, you know? The only reason I haven't done it is because I keep forgetting to. Pairs perfectly with my strategy too, because I'm stalling until special attack specifically anyway for Deep-Procs. So I might as well, I'm gonna wait for a special, to drop a rock there. I don't remember which one. I need to do that trick I said. Just mark them. The thralls are good to bring in. I would say they're pretty decent, yeah. They do add a bit of acid, but I think it's still fine. I use them with quite some thought though. Like, I don't use it pre 75% on wave 8, because that's when acid comes out, and then I'll resummon it. So I'll use it in a way that doesn't pretty much add too much extra acid. I think that justifies it a bit more. Yeah, how's it going, Ben? If you want to look at the treads clips, type in like treads 1, treads 2, treads 3, treads 4, treads 5, yeah. Well, there's no 5 yet. We're working on treads 5. Yeah, I use Scythe for the early ways, and then I'll use Chally for the later ones. $17.24, just one cloth? I think you're pretty dry. Sounds pretty dry. Hey, your first wave 8 clear? Congratulations, my dude. Always feels so good. Feels good to get the first one. Think RNG just nuked the boss? Hey, nothing wrong with that. What do you think? What do you think the rest of us do? I think we fight the boss fair and fair. No time for that. I don't think YouTube has too many commands. I was too lazy to sign up for an extra Nightbot account. I was debating if I should Scythe or Chally, and I wasn't really too sure. I have an awkward HP. But I figured I'd proc it even with Scythe. I'm gonna have no rocks for sure. Yeah, a little close up, maybe. I didn't lose any ticks. I probably get that. Why this guy's not procced? Ah. Goofed. That one's in line of sight right there. Yeah, it was. A little bit early. This is probably not the greatest place I could have put the boss. It's probably one of the worst places to put him again. But, you know what? I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm gonna resummon the melee thrall. Should have summoned them in Aranea, so it takes a while to walk over. I really like this strat. Like, I'm getting like no actual work. Alright, those are unavoidable. A little rough. Did the mechanics change from 9+? Nah, they don't. This is the acid is like always in the room. That is immensely cringe. Double, triple grub. A little annoying. Probably won't have any rocks after this. Oh, doesn't matter because I just kill him so fast. This strat has to be broken. I should really rock this guy. Did he put it like here? That's not center. I'm gonna resummon a melee throw on Aranea so I can get a few people shots on this guy for free. And look, there you go. That's one less asset on the map. I was debating, I was like, if I should see Chally at 86, I think the answer is yes. Casual 13, kind of out of supplies though. Rinse and repeat. There are no commands on YouTube, I'm sorry to say. Like, I remember one thing about thralls, right? That really make me like remember to use them. Is that, do you know the difference between like full void and Masori? Card face, like decent deal. That's what thralls basically is. Thralls is actually a big difference. Or, actually, it's a little bit. So you could double that. Wouldn't you? You need to remember to resummon it though. I will admit that's kind of annoying. Is Chally better than ZCB when he's just at 75? So the way I'm doing it, cracks, is yes, no. There's separate purposes. It's a little bit better, but DCB is the ranged weapon, right? And the way I'm proccing my 75 is that I'll leave him at, like, you know, obviously like a little high 80s. And when I'm ready to proc, I'll withhold my T-bow shot a little bit. And then normally that's where you would DCB, right? But what I do instead is I'll look at his attack animation. I'll wait specifically until he's about to close his door, I guess. Best way to describe it. Because that means he's doing a special attack, which may or may not include a melee punish. I don't know what the weighting is, I'm just guessing 50-50 for now. If he does do a melee punish just like this, you've squozen in your T-bow shot just like that, right? But then you've also squozen in the Chally. So this guy is now like, he's limping. And yes, I know squozen is not a word. But it is. So that, hope that kind of explains it. It's been doing pretty good job on getting a consistent skip. Doing a weighted, kind of like a weighted T-bow into Chally. I don't do any delaying though. Any milking. I know a lot of people do that, but I don't really. Selling for ZSP is worth it? I guess it depends on what other content you do. Like, if you ever touch Toa... Probably not. Plan on... If you don't have your Infernal Cape, probably not. No, it's like excellent Infernal Cape. Okay. Like for Toa, it's kind of useless for you because you have a shadow. But yeah, it could be like really good for like Inferno. It's a loaded question. I would say like, especially for here, yes. If you're like a main account, I mean, you said sell, so I think it'd be worth it just for this boss. You gotta be kind of committed to doing this boss. A lot of people really like having a Bofa for Quiver, but that doesn't matter for you because you already have called a Shadow, which will kind of do like the same thing. Yo, how's it going, Angus? GM, everyone. Oh my god, is a juicer luck. This guy's like almost 50%. I didn't even get to squeeze in my T-bow. I could have milked Spectre, I guess, if I was really desperate. He's a goner, just like that. No blowpipe? Nah, I've been... I don't get... I could 3-tick T-bow with it. That's the only thing I could really do with it. It's kind of annoying to do. That's the only thing I've been using. I would have used it for. Forget to thrall. I think I might have forgot to thrall. But this is an angle where I think I scythe. He's gonna bite my ass. Ah! So look, now he's 76. I'm gonna wait for him to close his door. Then I'll fire. And I could have procced there. But he could have also done melee punish. And if he did melee punish, that would have been beautiful if I hit like a big number. Because the T-bow would still go through, and then I could still get a big Chally after. Look, usually dies around second slam. Like, I would say second slam is average. Beginning of orbs is sometimes... Oh, not claim. Oh, we're not claiming. The YouTube description has the plugins if you want to look into them. I shouldn't have shot there. Alright, so we're gonna hold until he's closing his door. Boom. Now, I don't stall anymore. If you stall too much, you'll get orbs. I guess technically a perfect example. Not exactly what I intended. The YouTube description has pretty much everything you can ask for when it comes to like the plugins. I should have destroyed the rock underneath. Slam kill again. I think that procs. I really did not expect a... an 86 or whatever it was. So I could absolutely have milked there for his ECB. That seems too... a little unnecessary. I usually don't need it. Would have been nicer though. Shoot back here. Use a melee thrall. Wait, PB, we're at 15, Will, but we haven't really tried to push it. We've just been doing like no flick setups with 5 restores. And next time he's closing his door, we're over it. No melee punish, it's fine though, got a big hit. And just like doing that small action of just, it's a very small thing you have to do. It's just wait a little bit. Let's use potentially like get a dice roll for an extra 100 damage. So I think it's definitely worth doing. It's not like I'm not 100% waiting. It's an important distinction. Like I'm not like, oh, it's not a melee punish, I'm gonna stall another 50 seconds. It's just let it come so you can get the chance. Summon the melee thrall here. That way your thrall doesn't summon another one. Acid. Bruh, no way my no prayer T-bow just maxes. Procs. It is what it is though. Happens. Oh, melee grubs. This one I am most certainly going to have to do mechanics. Never mind. T-bow just goes hard at the end anyway. Wait, 50 plus? Yeah, I think we will. I mean, honestly, I'm concerned that we're gonna get it before the end of the weekend. Just gonna wait till he closes his door. I underestimated how far these rocks were. Yo, how's it going, Tangy? Fairy lovers are right. Welcome, welcome. Melee throw breaks is punished. No, I summon it. I resummon it at the end, so I think I procced. So he's closing his door. Oh, this is gonna be huge. Boom. Look how low HP this is. This is forbidden tech to never have to deal with warp phase. Almost never. What? Dead. Yeah, how's it going, Tanky? I'm low on prayer. Alright, 14. I'm not trying to do no flick runs. Nobody got time for that. In and out. Should definitely start doing rock. I gotta remember. We're to still see the prayer icons above the head, and the mobs are not colored. The mobs don't get colored until 5 and 6. Coloring wise, you're forgetting something. Not sure what. You're forgetting something. The prayer icons, you can download a separate plugin to remove their overhead prayers. I forgot what that one is called. The mnemonic larvae tracker. They should definitely be colored though. Also appreciate the raid very much, Tangy. These are still here. I don't know if I already said so. I did say hi, but I don't know if I said appreciate the raid. It'd be rude for me to not say it. You guys want to know a real life hack for this boss? You can't remember the boulder, like I can never remember. Just put on like a prayer below it or something. Like I just use Retribution and Redemption. Genius. Oh, my tip doesn't work if you swap late. Dang. Dang nabbit. Should have done that ZCP. Got a dupe eye? Hey, congrats. Did you know apparently Mokh Kirby has 7 eyes? That's crazy. Never heard of anyone having like 7 of any drop here. Why did I do a mana fight and then find there? Oops. $14.51 and finally got the cloth first drop. Bruh. You guys are so unlucky. Am I the only one? I know one other person that's gotten, like, similarly lucky to me. And that was not the greatest Chally choice. Just Scythe there. The 92. Like it procced it, but yeah, HP into the proc. Oh my god, it's actually not dead. Mornin Reynolds, Crystal Scythe over Nox now. I think Nox is good for like super deep delves still. I'm still agreeing with Nox for like super deep delves, like if you're doing like 20 plus. But I think Chally is probably best if you're looking for like casual. I mean, for me, like I don't think like 14, 15 is deep, which is like my PV. But yeah, I think Chally is perfect for like casual money runs like this, where you're peaking out around like 14, 15. Because Nox Chally still has the most damage per one hit splat. But Chally has the greatest amount of damage in one melee punish, which is really, really good when you're trying to cheese not getting orbs to make things easy. And it doesn't require much milking either. Like, you don't really need to like wait too long. Like, anytime below like 85%, I'll just send a Chally spec. And it's still serviceable. Ideally, I'm trying to get like a T-bow in as closing its door or whatever. So that you can get like potentially like really big T-bow with a big Chally, which is like the dream scenario. But I mean, pretty good so far though. You move like rather alright procs. I'm usually killing on second slam. Right now though, this one is pretty bad. Yeah, I have extra brew, why not? Does it affect having ZCP much at card face? No, you almost always have ZCP. I don't do any milking at all, and I almost always have it. If I milked, I would have it. I think No Monkey will often milk for 20% or 30% spec. I almost never milk. If I milked even 10%, then chillin'. So like here, I'm gonna wait until he closes his door. That way I can play the odds of proccing with the T-bow and potentially getting a melee punish at the same time. Now I'm not gonna bother waiting. But like, if you did a melee punish there, I would have a Chally prepped at 75. Ah, fuck the acid, I don't care. Winning run over here. I agree with the bit. Well, to cut the strip a bit short, but yeah, casual like 12 to 15-ish. Almost never having. Well, that one I never had to deal with any orbs. I think in wave 5 I had to deal with orbs. This is probably one of the better ways to make money. Oh, let me switch these out for barrels because they're just slightly better. Well, as one less splat for acid. By itself, you can say that, but it's also very important. You have to see like how I'm proccing with my T-bone on 75. That is like the smallest TLDR, but yeah, that information itself is not going to be enough though. You see how he has normal attacks, and then he has attacks where he'll close like that? You always want to attack right as he's closing when you're going for the 75 proc. And that attack happens often, you know. He'll do that sometimes with punish, sometimes without. And if you always do it then you're always available to take advantage of the punish if it happens. Instead of it going to waste. You know, because if you just mindlessly T-bow, a lot of the time, the melee punish gets skipped, and you get faked out. And you just lose, you know, like 100 damage. So, like, the timing of when you proc is, in my opinion, much more important than anything else. If you're trying to go for orb skips. We're waiting on a melee. Well, you can't actually tell if it's gonna be a melee or not. You just need to be able to take the chance when it comes and be available for it. Like, he can just do like 5 boulders, no punish, or he can do like 5 punishes. You know, you never know. Chally versus it's almost always Chally. Very rarely, if you're like missing with T-bow really hard, you'll go for a Scythe instead. I did consider doing a Nox Chally and a regular Chally, but I was like, well, let's say like the boss is like 75%. At like a really undesirable HP. 87. And yeah, you could like... I guess Scythe is still fine. I think I would still Scythe. Because you don't really care too much about it. Acid. Like, this setup isn't to minimize acid. Because you're gonna leave by like 15. Who cares about acid, right? Let me do a little example. So we're gonna sandbag and not attack for a little bit. I'm gonna wait until he closes his door. There you go. Look, he's literally 50% now. Because I was able to take advantage of it. You're making the luck come to you. Then, you know, you can just noodle with your T-bow anyway, but that is what it is. This helps too, putting thralls and then resummoning a mellow one. This will help you a lot with acid. And help you with your pushes. It's a little bit better, yeah. It is quite a bit better though. I think it's like an extra 30 or 40 damage. Should still be hitting right now. And now I should wait. Closing hit. I didn't proc. I could just wait for another special. I went for the hit there because I assume the grubs are proccing. What really sucks if grubs spawn close to it like that is that the grubs, when you damage them for like 5, also count toward acid. Really suck. What's the potion above max cape? Oh shit, almost ended. Menify remedy. I just drink it in case I need to brew down like 10 times. Forgot to use Death Charge. Day 1 release, how many hours do you think it took for you to get all mechanics down and get consistent completions? Assuming we're talking about wave 8, probably like 30 hours, if I had to guess, to get to wave 8 and complete it somewhat consistently. This depends on your definition of consistent. That's probably gonna hit me? Nope. I'm gonna melee thrall so he doesn't spit extra acid here. Not sure if it's worth the 6 prayer. I say it is. Essentially, timing your cheapo hit with the melee punish makes him have less health for card. Yeah, if you combine all of that with a Chally, pretty consistent. More completions than deaths to wave 8. That's your... I would say like 25 hours. Wave 6 to 7 took me a while. Wave 8 only took me like 3 tries. I was already past probably... I don't talk about those melees going in. I didn't personally have too much trouble with the wave 8. The only thing I had trouble with was specifically the double boulders. But then once I figured that out, just big chillin'. Ah. And there's no way I'm just gonna make it, so I'm gonna sit here and brew. Kind of fight Remedy helping out here. Who knows? Maybe that Meta Fight Remedy was a difference of me killing this or not. Or the second shield. Who knows? Might have been. Definitely lets me feel safe. Spam brewing, not caring. Using Entity Hider for grubs? No, I'm using the larvae tracker. Terrible procs. 72%, really bad. I should have had no regular on for that, I guess, but... Oh, all my rocks landed in acid. I was like, where are they? I was like expecting like 800 rocks there, and I was like, nothing here. Tell me that's not a two-hitter. God dang it. What it is. Is what it is. Normally, you would be happy about that. Never mind, we just completely demolish him anyway. So that's a good example of... He's really high HP. At this point, I'll just proc. Can't sit there waiting a bit too long though, because if you wait all day for like a perfect proc, eventually what's gonna happen is you're gonna be waiting so long you get orbs. Where the hell are my rocks? That's fine. I really should do this tech with the rock trap. I need to mark the tile, but then... I guess I could do it now, right? It's like... I guess here... I just need one. I don't really care about the second one too much. One off. Oh, one up. We don't need rocks. Yeah, we're a little low on restore. I just need one mark on each one, I guess. When your void DPS is so bad you get level 1 Earth Orb. That happens all the time. It's actually surprisingly common. is because, you know, Masori is better for like 1 through 4. It is what it is. A holda said, "What's making larvas instantly disappear? That is, in fact, the demonic larva tracker." You want to use death prediction, I think it is. Well, it's just for dodging first off. You can use it for the second. But I only really care about the first. Well, in wave 8 you could definitely set it up so you could it almost always dodges too. And that's what people do right now. They dodge the first two and then they actually do the third. Ah. Thought I T-bow a tick early there. You thought that got patched? No, a different version of it got patched, which was more broken. Basically, it was like once it got set up, it was at a point where basically once it got set up, you didn't need to move at all. You could just sit there like one tick flicking. The current one, you need to move at least after the second rock. It's like mildly more legal. Still a little bit overpowered, but hey, if Jagging says it's fair, then it's fair. GM. Coliseum guide helped me start green logging there at 137. Chill vibes you. Hey, thank you very much, man. What on earth did I do? Never holy water. That would have been perfect. I was below half, needed the HP desperately. That's okay though. Why not give you water? Probably because it wasn't my very first hit splat that killed it. Like the Cypher's 3 hit splats apparently only works with the first one. Generally a very buggy mechanic anyway though. Disgusting 50% HP proc, let's go. I think it's a gear. Got the larva plugin yesterday, it's so good. It really is. Just marking them completely wing. How's it going, Axe? Yeah, you can type in like press 1, press 2, press 3, or whatever. And we'll find it. Ran out of space in the title. Probably because I had thralls, I assume it's why it didn't work. A little unfortunate. Had to play the game. Not what we want. Blazing Storm for scan? Yeah, no, you're good. We gotta see all of the treads. And that's a pretty shitty proc. I should have just sniped there, I think. I think I was supposed to like stand in the corner or something, right? Make him like slam stationary, and I forgot to do that part. Who cares? Line size 1050 by 800. Aliasing. I should have seen Chally for that one. Here's we are out of rocks. And what I have, a very strong TP. $800 DPI? Yes. Very standard cookie cutter. We may be in trouble. Oi! Alright. But I got the KC. Oops. I don't know why I was against the wall like that. That was dumb of me. If I had like 7 HP, then I could I was wondering if I could like take redemption off the acid, but it is what it is. How do people play with like 800 DPI? I have like 2K. Do you play full screen? I can see if you play full screen, you might want a high DPI. But I don't play full screen. I play like a pretty small client. Like this to this is kind of just like half a wing of my wrist. And then like I'm not really moving that much. Well, before I played RuneScape, I used to have a pretty crazy DPI. Like when I played League, I used to play on 3.4k DPI, and I thought it was fine, but my friend kept convincing me to lower my DPI to play CS:GO. So eventually, here I am. The log, very green. Yeah, I used to have like 3k when I played League. One of the clicks of the century? No. Unfortunato. I kind of liked having high DPI. It was fun. I think normal drops should be buffed. Do you think you should have a multiplier attached for each delve you pass? So I do think that I don't think you should get like exponentially rewarded for going like 9, 10, 11, 12, because then I was losing my thought process there. Then you end up in a... Did I just commit a war crime? I think I just did commit a war... I think I just committed a war crime. Used a freaking scorching spec, and I was like, what the hell is that thing? Because then you would have people who do like endurance battles making the most amount of money, which is really, really bad. We're talking like crazy stuff. Like, it should, in my opinion, it should not be a point where like endurance lets you make like a lot more money, just a little bit more. I would say like an acceptable level is like, let's say 20% more money. But if you make it so that, let's say like 9, 10, 11, 12 all have like more drops going on and on. You're gonna make it so they have like 200% more money, which doesn't make sense, in my opinion. As for the uniques, I do think that the non-unique should definitely, like, they could do some adjusting. Like, my opinion for the non-unique is Sunflower Splinter should not be on the table at all. That should be, it should encourage you to go participate in the economy and buy from the Coliseum players. Because I have no, like, the Sun-Kissed Bones was a genius idea, and then completely ruined. It was a genius idea until they made this boss also drop splinters. I feel like the idea was to nerf Coliseum bots by adding splinters here. But that's never a good look. You know, like, I understand what you mean. But like, but now you're just gonna have bots here too. You already have bots here at Delve. But like, now you just have bots in 2 places. The bots just moved. You should solve the underlying issue, which is that there's no sync, and then get rid of the bots. Because even without bots, it was inevitable to crash, because no one's gonna use them. But I feel like they solved the idea of the splinters not having a sync. And then they just need to ban the bots. But obviously banning the bots probably is not going to happen until they get their client out. I do think having some, or having a little bit more alcohols is fine. I don't think they need to have a lot. That is a deep proc. Holy. I like the Aether runes. In my opinion, the boot should be wave 6. Well, everything could be shifted up by 1 at the very least. I think that would be like a bare minimum. If people want the boots to be like 400 or 500 mil for a long time, you can't have it at wave 4. It's got to be at wave 6. Wave 6 is like considerably harder It weighs 5. Because you have to deal with like attacks mid-car. But there's no way. No way Jag is gonna do that. Alright, no more sandbagging. Next one gonna be full proc. Sandbagged a bit too long. $20 Huascas, holy. I think rates are fine. I'm just saying for like, if you want them to be 500 mil long term, they're gonna be 500 mil probably for a little bit longer. But this boss is getting, I mean, sure, rates are fine for me. I'm saying that as someone with 4 boots. I'm just saying. I don't think they're 500 mil. They're not. The thing is, well, in terms of like stat wise, right? Alec, I think they are. Like the amount of stats they give easily is worth 500 mil. That being said, there's so much of it. Why would you pay 500 mil, right? There's or not so much of it. There's enough of it. That's more. That's just a better way to word it. I have too big there. Shouldn't have gone for that T-bow with pretty weak rock. 1700 delves, okay. But a delve takes a minute and like 30 seconds. Also very important to consider. Ow. I'm guessing I'm smooth on the boots, and they're probably half as rare as I'm getting them. Even at like a third, I think they're a bit too common for 500 mil. Just because of like how fast the delves are. The hell are these orbs? Can you stop triple rubbing me? I beg of you. Ow. I should have picked a side he wasn't spitting acid. Or hit on a diagonal. Probably smarter. My vibe check says they're somewhere between 1 in 800 to 1 in 1,000 delves. That's my vibe check. I feel like that's too common. Assuming you're probably getting like average wave like 10 or 11. Are you kidding me right now? Relax, brother. Stop it. Stop charging. No, I tried to redemption that last bit. I should have stepped on a little bit more acid. I don't know if you can take redemption it. Kinda shitty spawns. Like, I know for sure my account is spooned, right? I'm not even gonna debate that. There's also that other guy that has 6 treads, and he has like 3.6k delves. I'm like, that's starting to look like a pretty... He's probably Spoon too, but that's looking like a much better sample size than a lot of other people. I think he's like rank 10 or something. He might have changed by now, but... Probably rank like 15 now. I'm definitely at least double lucky, right? I would say I'm at least double. Bare minimum. Because I don't see that many. I do see other people that are spooned, but I don't see that many of them. Goats is bad, and well, actually, Goats, at least he's seen stuff. I think Gnomes so far is the worst, right? I know Goat has I think 7 or 8 IX and no boots. No, Gnome has seen literally nothing, right? 2 pets. Waiting on the uniques. I'm going to just guess no. I don't think there's any kind of crazy waiting. I think there's just like... I don't think there is any waiting on uniques. It's probably just common or not common. He did get, yeah, Giga Spoon on literally 2 T-bows, though. He did get 2 T-bows. Can't really complain after that. And a Shadow on his hardcore. That is really smooth. He's lost his complaint privilege. I wasn't sure if Chally was the play there. I think it is. Questions, because this could be melee punish, but I don't care. Why did I kill these underneath? That's really bad. It spawns more acid. Need to remember. Dang. I didn't think the Scythe could proc it that easily. What causes it to break like that? I'm just attacking on a bad tick. I act good. It is pretty good in Toa, actually. It is very good at Nalakis. It's Abyss and Nalakis. The spec will usually save you like, I think it's like 13 seconds at Warrens, which is kind of nice. Also usable at Akka. It's not that great, but it's usable. Unlucky it wasn't a punish. Maybe I need to start dropping it at house slightly outside. Siphon Sea Halley? Yeah, I used the Scythe for early waves, and Sea Halley for wave 8+. Relax, bucko. So why did it break all the rocks there and not get stuck? I'm messing something up about it. I'm failing to understand something. Yeah, no orbs. Don't you need to stay close to the wall? For the second stomp, yes. But the first stomp, ah. Can you stop? Bruh. That one I messed up. That was just me messing up prayers. He's gonna get me eventually. I'm bound to mess up eventually. Is it because? Is it not because you're south? I don't know. I thought I worked on any tile. To be honest, I thought I worked on all four of them. Maybe it just works on like west or east. Well, you just. I thought you just land them on top of the rock and you're chilling. I'm going to see Alley. Oh, you mean Knox Alley? For I think for like casual money runs where you like being fluted, not that good at warp phase, Sea Halley's probably a little bit better. Because you're probably peaking around like 14 or 15. You're probably not going for like 20 plus. Knox Halley's definitely better if you're going for past like 15 though. I mean the only reason I'm using Knox Halley is so you can kind of like hit so hard with a T-bow on top that you can bring the boss to like 50% in a best case scenario. Or at the very least, probably like a 65%. The thrall can I hit it during the dash? They even have a thrall there? No, I have thralls afterwards. I do remember thrall. Only west and north that were current. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's kind of weird. Okay. Spaghetti right there. South and east don't work. Oh, okay. So that I had no idea. See. Well, I do know about the thrall thing. I usually like to summon it after like it lands on the rock, but it's fine. Let's maybe learn. I'm probably just doing one more trip. I'm gonna call it there because I had a... Oh, Eric is streamer. I always TP right when they say something. Committed a grave sin. I T-bowed a Pydion. Ah! I didn't use my prayer memory trick. And I failed because of it. Prayer memory trick. So, if you're like me and you're having trouble memorizing boulders, especially in early waves, you do this. I see blue, I put up retribution. That simple. I see green, put on redemption. Ow. I only came up with it today. I caught a stray on Discord. Caught a stray on Discord 2 days ago. They were like, who doesn't memorize the insanity start? They're like, Reynolds okay because he has ADHD. I was like, I have what? Excuse you. But I think I'm starting to think he's right. And then he was like, oh, I thought you said something like that one day. I was like, no. But you know what? He might be right. I mean, if you play RuneScape, you kind of are joining the mentally ill gang. I gotta skedaddle. Are you guys ready for boot number 5? I think I'm ready for boot number 5. It's I know east-west work, because I see everybody else go east-west. That is a deep proc. I guess this works on those sides. Ah! Gotta click that one. Why am I here? Hit the boss, Rune! You can't skip orbs if you don't hit the boss. Treads? You gotta do treads 1, or 2, or 3, or 4. Ah. I'm breaking... I gotta break the habit where I place the rock and then I don't even go to it. That's just unavoidable right there. Those 3 melee grubs, nothing I can do. was in Narnia. Once again, I have forgotten to what is the word? Put the damn doom on the rock. When did we end up in a Halo playlist? I even noticed my YouTube playlist has been diverging. It likes to do that. Oh, you can do no attacks. Oh my god, I didn't thrall. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yuppers. I deserve that. Arrogance. Be like that sometimes. I thought when he turned around, he said they one attack. What happens if you thrall? You do damage, and the boss dies before he can kill you. And I forgot to do that. Fine. It's fine. We all know boots come from the early waves, not the late waves. Then all your drops from 4 or 6, never 7 or 8. See? It's factual. I think I usually get mine from like 5. I'm in melee distance, that's bad. Never lucky on the ZCB, man. And my route was gonna be a diagonal across the entire boss. Probably not the greatest idea. Boots should be on 6 and above, just like the pet. I agree. Even though I would have 2 less boots, but still. The greater good. Should encourage you to do deeper delves a little bit. I don't have any rocks here. Oh, yeah, that's very smart of me, what I just did right there. I just ran right back into it. We do not talk about getting a chance. It never happens. What am I clicking, bro? Alright. Clearly, it is time for me to take a break. That's what it must be. Thank you very much for watching. No drops, unfortunately. I was doing good at the beginning of the stream. I think I'm losing it right now. I think I'm losing my edge. I'll get some food. Have a good rest of your day. Hope you guys enjoy your breakfast, lunches, and if Australian dinners, if that has not been consumed. Goodbye. I will eat breakfast.